All right, it is Saturday, July 5th, 2025, and I'm going to replace the other 4 coil packs on this 2015 GMC Acadia. First, we got to remove the oil cap. And you can just pull up. And get her out of the way. There's the motor. We're going to put the cap back so nothing falls in. So, we've already done coil 4. So 2, 4, 6, and then 1, 3, 5. 5 and 4 are new. So now I'm going to do the other 4. Just so that way she doesn't have anything to worry about when she's on the road. Alright, so let's get to it. I'm going to pause and get some tools. Alright, I'm going to try and do most of this work with a 1/4 inch drive with a 3-inch extension and a 10mm. All of the nuts are 10mm. I should not have to remove the intake, as I found out previously when I did number 5, but we'll find out when it comes to 3 and 1. Alright, let's start here at number 2, and then we'll do number 6, and then we'll move to the back. Alright, so we've got cylinder 2 out. I mean, look, this thing looks bad. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's from 2018. They've never been replaced. Almost 200,000 miles on this vehicle, and has all the original packs except for that one and that one. That one was last year, and this one was this year. So, yeah, just do the rest of them. There's nothing wrong with the rest of them so far, but I don't want her to get stuck on the side of the road again. I don't think she does either, especially in the summer heat. So, I feel like I better be safe than sorry, but we'll see what happens. Alright, here's the new one, new Delphi. Delphi started out as a General Motors company. They're like Delco something or other. I don't remember what the 5, maybe it's Delco Phillips, I think is what it was. I don't know. But anyways, they have these nice stainless collars versus these from the factory were painted. They're metal, but I don't know what they are. Some kind of coating. And Delphi used to be an OEM of GM, so we'll pop those in. Okay, so to get it out, you just unplug the power supply. Now to move this cable, which was battery cables, I unhooked the I'm assuming this is the map sensor. I'd have to look. I don't know offhand, but I think this is the manifold absolute pressure sensor. Yeah. But I unplugged this. Gives me a little extra room because it folds over this, and now I can actually move this over this far. Need to snug it down. I just do hand tight. And I don't mean like my full hand tightness. I mean tight until, I don't know how to explain it. Like when you start feeling it kind of get to the end of its pitch or its thread, like it's tightened, just snug, you know, where it stops. Don't be reefing on it. That's why I'm using 1/4 inch, because you don't want to use something, you don't want to use a 3/8 on stuff like this because it's aluminum, and I don't think these are grade 8 bolts, and you don't want to really be reefing on them, and they go into a high temp area. So anyways, just make sure you plug this back in when you're done. Nice little snap. Also, to unplug it, push in towards the sensor, so you're pushing, and then there's a push tab here, and then it will release. Mine wouldn't release until I pushed it in first. and then you just wiggle it back and forth. Okay. Alright, let's see how we're gonna do this one. I think I might have to remove, I'm assuming this is my evap purge, so I might have to move this, and then we'll because I don't think there's enough room looking at the distance between the plug and the purge, and then also the bottom of the intake plenum. So we'll probably just remove this entire piece here. Let's see. It does have a, luckily I have it with me, 10 mil right there on the bottom, holding it in. That thing is really threaded in there. I'm just spinning it with my fingers. There it is. Oh, yep. Purge. So I'm gonna set that there. So now we'll take the extension off and see if we can just pop it out. I don't have a mount for my phone, so we'll see if I can get a position here without it being in my way. It's right here. Hopefully that's adequate. Reach in, thumb, press tab, wiggle this off. Might need a wrench after a certain, no, I don't think it'll come up that much. And I didn't use this for leverage, I pulled on this corner right there. Because you don't want to break these PCB lines. Okay, alright, that seemed pretty loose. And for me, I have smaller hands, so this may work for some, but not all. I also double jointed in my tips, so for me, I can reach in. Almost all the way out. Into the rest of the threads. Okay. Oh boy. That. Gee. I hope I'm gonna just drop that right back in there. So you twist it. So here's the nut, and it sits a quarter turn to the left, or the bolt, I mean. So you quarter turn to the left, and now it's in where it's supposed to go. So I'm trying to do it from my neck over here. Oh, I pulled that out. No biggie, because it's not going back in. Left, spin. Now plug is facing you. Pull diagonal. Is that much room? Comes right out. Well, that is interesting. This one looks far more different than this one. I think one of them just got dirty brown. So there's hole number 6, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's hole number 6. And she's dry. There's no oil in there. Can't really see. Let's see if we can get some light. Not available on ultra wide lens. Let's zoom in then. There we go. No oil in there. Just dirty. Alright, let's put another coil pack in. Let's see if I can get... I can actually hold it and push it in from this angle so you guys will see that. So I'm going to pause for a moment. Alright. Here's the one I pulled out from cylinder 6. Here's cylinder 2. I don't know why this is... It definitely looks like it might have... I don't know. It's like rust dust. But this one's clean. Nothing like that. So... maybe more dirt gets blown on this side of the motor than that side. I think it makes sense because on that side there's the computer. So... and I think the AC fan's on this side and the cooling fan's over here. Whatever. Alright, let's get this dropped in. So, turn it sideways, 90 degrees. Oh, hold on. Let me turn this light on. My phone light. Poor Productions. Okay. Okay, let me switch hands. Pull it back up. So, I stick it in 90. Shake it a little bit, drops in, turn it 90 again. I seat it down on the spark plug, like so. Then I grab power wire, connect it, give it just a little push, and now 4-inch drive. That's too loose, so hold on. Use the fingers. Pop it up just a little bit. Well, it's just smooth. Okay, so see, double jointing in that finger. I know a lot of people will be grossed out by that. Sorry, but it's how it works. Just take our little 4-inch drive, not pop it off all the time. It's a very minimal effort. I mean, it's a 1/4-inch drive and it's short. It's not a long one. My thumb on there just to keep it balanced. It's still very easy. feel very easy. And hang on, alright, so it's starting to get tighter. It's still very much loose. There it is, there it is. So it is, it's got some friction right here, like good friction, nothing bad. And then here's where it's tight. Did I just go just a little bit? That's secure to me. And that new coil pack is in. That was the one I thought was going to be the hard one versus those two back there, which, let's face it, I have no idea what I'm getting into back there, but I can assume. All engineers love mechanics. Mechanics criticize their work. They find the flaws. Push that back in just like that. Line the bolt up underneath. There's the bolt. Right there. Focus. There we go. It's a sleeve. Grab our little pen now and tighten her up. Alright. Seems a little loose there, but that's tight, so. Alright, that is the front of the motor. Which is weird because if this is 2, 4, and 6, and that's 1, 3, and 5, this motor is completely built backwards by most standard V-designed engines, because if you were to turn this north-south, facing it, you know, lengthwise, longitudinal versus horizontal, 2 should be on the passenger side always, not the driver. Even on the old Pontiacs that were reverse rotation. I mean, I said that backwards. 2 not on the driver's side. 2 was on the passenger side. But if you were to turn this motor, 2 would swing over here to driver. Also, the intake's on the back side of the motor. See, front, back. I don't know. Engineers, man. They found a problem. They found a solution for a problem we didn't know we had. Okay. It's sitting on the bolt on a number 3. The coil pack is closer to my pinky, or just right here. It's on this side. Sorry, it's on this side right here. Let's see if we can get a shot of it. Yep, there it is. Number 3. And there's number 5 that you can see in the top corner right there. And then number 1 is completely out of view. Alright, hang tight. Alright. I got it loose. Put this back here real quick. Alright. So I got it unplugged. And lift up. Still got threads biting because there's a lock collar. So my gloves in the way. Okay. There we go. Let's carry it out. No oil in the hole. Oh, my glove just snapped. Didn't break, but snapped. Okay. No oil in the hole. Alright. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. I don't know why it's so dark, but whatever. Anyway, there's the new one, and I don't know what I just said. There's my glove that door. Anyways, so we're gonna attempt to drop this in live. So I'm just sliding my hand here. I didn't even take off the cover, nothing. I called it blind mechanics in my last video. It really is. So you can see I've got it lined up to the hole already. And I literally did that one-handed while I was trying to figure out how I was going to put my camera down there, so. There she is, sliding in. Lift it up, and since I have a camera, I'm going to use it. I know it's blurry, but I wanted to find the threads, so I'm not hunting for them. Okay, I gotta go back to blind mechanics. I can't hold this there, so hold on. Okay. Alright. So blind mechanics is literally because I can't see this. I mean, I can see it now because I'm looking at my phone screen so you guys can see it. But typically I don't look. I can't look. I have no way to look without using mirrors or something. So. And it snapped on. They're kind of a soft snap, not a satisfying one. So push down slowly and wiggle. Focus. There we go. And twist her down. Snug with your fingers if you can. If not, still 10 mil. Grab my 10 mil. I haven't washed it yet. I haven't walked out. My 10mm loves me, apparently. You gotta treat them right, guys. You gotta clean them up when you're done with them, and don't use them for months. They don't like you to use. I've had this one for. I'm gonna shut up because if I lose this, I'm gonna be really upset. That'll be my karma, you know? Anyway. So. That pipe I'm hitting is my AC condenser line, or evaporator line? I don't remember. I gotta switch hands. I accidentally pressed stop, but it's also for a good reason, because a singular long video is really hard to work with, where if you can do cuts, at least in my experience, if you do your own cuts, then you know you have a stopping point, so, and you start fresh. Just hopefully you remember to record again. So, I got it in. We're still on cylinder 2. Cut her back there. There, it's all in. Like I said, it's a very unsatisfying snap of these plugs onto the coils, so don't look for a nice hearty click. It really is just soft. There's the one we did in the last video, a week ago. And here is our last one. Cylinder number 1, the king of the engine. And I say that because it's always first. Like Ricky Bobby. Alright, in hindsight, I probably should have stopped this and did 1 cylinder per video. That would have made a heck of a lot more sense than what I just did, that 24 or 5 minute video. It'll get cut down. Anyways, I'm rambling. So, cylinder number 1. Now, for those of you who have great control of your fingers, you have a power steering line here. Yeah, it's all good to me. I don't know what the hell that is, but maybe I need to replace it. We'll see. Maybe that's come out. I don't know. So, like I said, you have to really press on these to get them off. So I had to fold my hand down like this, and with my middle finger, press down on the clip while pushing. So, let's see. Get it in the shot. Now we're going to take the bolt off. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there. And pull this up so we can get the plug the rest of the way off. Let me switch. Well, we'll keep doing this left-handed. By the way, I'm right-hand dominant, so that you learn on cars. There's no such thing as a dominant hand. You have to figure out how to do things with both of them. Okay, 10 mil. Oh, if I just hit this lever. Okay. And I'm just taking and spinning my fingers on the enrollment and using my gloves. Gives a nice little grip. That's like a speed handle. Pull out. Get my thumb under. Okay. That says benzo on it. Interesting. I wonder if the rest of them say that. And look. And do the whole rest of the way. Okay. Pull up. And push the plug down. Okay, there might be a trick to this one too. There is. I really have to pull this bolt up. Twist it. Up like this. Yep. And pulling it out. Right there next to the belt. So you might as well just pull the nut out. Okay. Hang tight. Alright, here we are again. This is number 1. New number 1. Just in case you guys need it. That is the part number I'm using. I got mine on Amazon. Alright. And that is Delphi. Okay. So, I know I said you should pull the screw. But I'm going to try it without doing that. Because the new one is not a rubber grommet, it's like a lock washer. Or like a C or E clamp. Okay, so we're gonna tuck her down this way. And see the hole? Let's see. Oh, that's not even intake. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, see? I learned something new now I can see it. I thought that was intake. That's just some black, gray cover thing that they put. Ew, still need to go. Okay, there. Now. Need to make sure we get the plug back on, so let's slide that over. Sorry for breathing heavy. If you could pick that up, I am leaning I'm standing over the front of my car. I mean, I'm 6'4", but sometimes I press on it hard on my abdomen. That makes it sound like I'm starving for air, which in hindsight it is, but I'm gonna stop talking. That just sounds really weird and pathetic. I'll pop you back up. There. I can't tell if you saw that. See? Very unsatisfying press. It's there. It's very unsatisfying. I want to hear a solid click like back in the 90s and early 2000s. Okay. And then we're tightening that down. Press the rest. That's my glove again. There's finger tight. Turn my 10. I hit the button again. Damn it. Tight. And that's how you place the coils on a GMC Acadia.